Yeah.
All right, we are going to make a hard turn here, okay, for a serious call, and I want to help Nora. Hi, Nora.
Hi.
Hey there. What's happening?
I called in with a relationship question.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So I have an astrocytoma in my brain, which is pretty much a death sentence at this point, which I'm cool with. My problem is trying to find guys to date while having cancer. Like, when do I tell them? Because every time I tell them, whether it's day one or a month away, they always just seem to like ghost me. I never know when the right time is.
They don't know how to deal with it. So I want to hear more about you. So how long have you had the astrocytoma?
Well, I was in remission a few years ago, and then it came back in 2020. So now I've just been kind of living with it until they figure out what they can do.
So you had full brain radiation, right?
Yeah.
And have you tried any chemo type agents?
They've tried chemo. My body doesn't react to it.
Okay. There's a lot of new stuff. Don't just stop. There's a lot of interesting things they could try. So do take advantage of that. And as you know, astrocytoma can sit kind of quiet for quite some time, particularly if you find ways to suppress it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't know what the time interval is here. How did you come to be at peace with it?
I've never really been afraid of death, so I've kind of just always understood it's part of the game, and I don't know, yeah.
How old are you now?
29.
Okay. I admire your courage and your sort of accepting reality on reality's terms. It's not an easy thing to do. So I just want to say I really admire that. So what do you do with relationships? Eric, what do you think? What would you, as a young man, what would you want to know? If somebody, I think you'd want to know.
I'm a female.
No, I understand. But as you're you're dating men, yes? Dating men?
Yes.
Okay. So as a young man, dating a woman, Eric, I'm going to ask him,
Jesus Christ.
when would you want to know something like this?
I personally would want to know as soon as possible, just so I feel like it's a way to connect someone.
Like right up front.
Yeah, I feel like it's that's who you are. It's sort of like hiding something.
I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I feel the same way. And I would argue that, Nor, the men that ghost you, I feel like would have ghosted you because they got in too far with you and it scared them. If a guy knows how to measure his emotional investment at the beginning, I think he'll be able to sort of manage it better as you move along in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
have you normally waited to tell
I've
people?
tried giving it right up front, and I've tried waiting a couple weeks just to see if it would go anywhere to begin with. It's always the same reaction.
Really?
Is it important for you to tell people?
I mean, the last guy I was trying not to tell him, and then I had a seizure with him, and then I had to kind of explain it.
And is seizure the main manifestation neurologically now?
At the moment, yeah.
Are you on seizure meds?
Yes.
Okay. So can you drive and that kind of thing?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay. So what about, I'm just trying to problem solve with you. Again, this is because I do feel like you could find some people. It shouldn't be that hard.
Definitely.
And it kind of occurs to me that much younger or much older men might be, for different reasons, might be territory for you to explore. Have you thought about that?
I thought about it. There was one guy that was into it, but he was kind of too into it, so I had to break it off. He was like trying to be my nurse, and
Oh, no, yeah. No, you don't want that. And so what I'm thinking is, the younger guys are going to be into it because they just like the physical part of relationships anyway, and that will be enough for them. And older men are thinking about their own demise and things and sort of are at ease with these kinds of issues or have had other experiences through their lifetime where they could manage this better. So I think you might have better results real young and much older if that's something you're open to.
Yeah, I usually date older anyways.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I repair cell phones.
Are you at work right now?
Yeah.
Interesting. I hear you moving the equipment around. I can hear it.
Sorry.
So how should we do? What can we do to help Nora? What do you think? I feel like we should try to help her.
Oh man.
You guys have any ideas?
Just get out on the apps, you know?
You guys, we got to be a little more specific.
Go out to the bars, you know? Go to the park, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like. Do you feel like that was the absolute straw that broke the camel's back in a lot of these situations, or was it a guy that would have?
What do you mean saying I'm going to die soon?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like you said, she doesn't. She says it's a death sentence. She doesn't know that for sure.
Well, she knows she's gonna die of this. She doesn't know when.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
So I'm saying,
it's
like,
kind of like having HIV and stuff.
It could last. It could be years.
It could be years.
So
and she could find some chemo that holds it in place for quite some time.
Yeah, and then somebody who's interested in you would, I feel like, want to be part of that journey, or
that could scare them off if they're really thinking, oh, this is perfect. I only want to. I don't want to get too involved. I don't want to stay with somebody too long.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have a good time, and God bless her. She's at ease with it, and then we'll go our way. But if you, it's so complicated. It really relation. You know what it is, Nora? Relationships are hard enough, and this adds such a really difficult wrinkle on top of it. What do you want people to know? If somebody's going to date Nora, what do you want them to know? What would you tell them?
What do I want them to know about me?
No, I mean, why would you want? If you were trying to pitch, if you were me telling a guy, hey, you ought to date Nora, what would the reason be? Why should they date Nora?
Good question. I don't know. I'm smart, I would like to think, and I work hard, and I try to be funny and just chill.
You can fix their phone. You'll never have any cell phone trouble again.
I do fix a lot of phones.
I think, God, there's no good advice. There's no right answer here. My feeling is staying more on the side of fun. I think you're going to have more traction there. Does that make sense, Nora?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't even tell, like, only a handful of my friends really know, but I feel like if you're dating somebody, it's something they kind of should know it eventually.
Oh, for sure. You owe it to them. I mean, it's a little bit of, it's dishonest to get somebody in a deep relationship and not sort of understand who they're in relationship with. So, Nora, I wish I had more. But I do think fun. Don't focus so much on the relationship part. Focus on having enjoyment with people, younger, older, and keep at it. Somebody will. There's somebody for everybody. This is one thing I've learned about relationships. But if you don't put yourself out there, it doesn't happen. You have to make the effort.